3 years ago, Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine ignited a brutal war. Armed with a powerful arsenal of Soviet-era and modern weaponry, the Russian military was widely seen as unstoppable. Many predicted a quick victory. However, Ukraine defied those expectations and refused to back down. Now, in 2024, the war has reached a critical point. Over the summer and autumn, Russia intensified its offensive, making significant territorial gains. Data from the Institute for the Study of War shows that Russia has captured nearly 6 times more territory this year compared to 2023, inching closer to key Ukrainian logistical hubs in Donbass. With the backing of Western allies, Ukraine has achieved what once seemed impossible. Not only has it held its ground, but it has delivered relentless blows to what was once considered an unbeatable military. Smart strategies, advanced weapons, and sheer determination have exposed the cracks in Russia's armor, shattering the myth of its invincibility. While Russia might be making some territorial gains, the question now is, how much longer can Russia sustain its war machine? Let's take a closer look at how Russia's weaponry and resources have been drained by years of conflict. Even before the first shots were fired, the conflict between Russia and Ukraine was a clear mismatch. On paper, Russia had a clear advantage in almost every metric, from financial resources to military power. Just look at the defense budgets. In 2021, Russia spent nearly $46 billion on defense, a staggering tenfold more than Ukraine's $4.7 billion. Add nuclear weapons to the equation, and it is clear why many believed Ukraine could not withstand a full-scale invasion. The disparity is just as glaring in manpower. Russia entered the war with an army of 900,000 active-duty personnel and 2 million reservists, dwarfing Ukraine's 196,000 active troops and 900,000 reservists. When it comes to hardware, Russia simply has more of everything. Its arsenal includes over 15,800 armored vehicles, nearly 5 times Ukraine's 3,300. Russian aircraft outnumbered Ukraine's by more than 10 to 1, with 1,391 jets and 821 helicopters against Ukraine's 128 jets and 55 helicopters. The imbalance extends to naval power too. Russia's fleet consists of 605 vessels, including 70 submarines, while Ukraine has only 38 ships and 0 submarines. The gap in tank numbers is equally staggering. Russia's armored forces include 31,000 tanks, while Ukraine has only 5,000. It is a tough matchup, and Ukraine's military is simply outgunned. But cracks began to show in Russia's supposed dominance. Despite its smaller size, the Ukrainian military proved resilient and resourceful. To help level the playing field, Western nations have stepped in. Countries like the United States and the United Kingdom supplied Ukraine with advanced weaponry, including Leopard 2, Challenger 2, and M1 Abrams tanks, as well as other armored vehicles. Since the invasion began, the United States alone has delivered around $75 billion in military, financial, and humanitarian aid. NATO allies and partners have collectively contributed over $100 billion, bolstering Ukraine's ability to resist and fight back. And that's not the whole story. In terms of manpower, Ukraine's military had also transformed into a formidable force, swelling to 2.2 million personnel in 2024. This included 900,000 active-duty troops and a powerful reserve of 1.2 million. While this placed Ukraine 6th globally in terms of active military size, just behind Russia in 4th place, it highlighted Ukraine's unwavering resolve to fight with everything it had for its survival. When comparing military strength, it is undeniable that Ukraine's war against Russia resembles the battle of David versus Goliath. However, this does not mean that Russia is entirely immune to defeat. The unpredictable and challenging battlefield, combined with Ukraine's fierce military resistance, has inflicted heavy losses on Russia that are impossible to ignore. Getting an exact count of Russia's losses is tricky. Neither side openly shared the true toll of the war. However, a report released on September 29th by Ukraine's General Staff claims that Russia has lost 651,810 troops since the start of the full-scale invasion. This figure includes 1,170 Russian casualties recorded in just one day. Beyond the loss of personnel, Russia has reportedly seen massive equipment destruction. The numbers are staggering: 8,869 tanks, 17,476 armored fighting vehicles, and 25,495 vehicles and fuel trucks have been taken out. The damage does not stop there. According to report, Russia has also lost 18,795 artillery systems, 1,204 multiple launch rocket systems, 962 air defense systems, 369 airplanes, 328 helicopters, and a shocking 16,186 drones. On top of that, Ukraine claims Russia has lost 28 ships and boats, and even one submarine. The losses didn't slow down in the fall. In fact, November hit a grim new record. According to Ukraine's defense ministry, Russia lost more soldiers and equipment that month than at any other point in the war. Over 45,700 Russian soldiers were reportedly killed, wounded, or captured in November alone. Equipment destruction in November was just as severe. Ukrainian forces reportedly destroyed 307 tanks, 899 armored combat vehicles, and 884 artillery systems. All told, Russia's destroyed military hardware that month alone was valued at over $3 billion, a higher toll than in September or October combined. While these figures come from Ukrainian sources and cannot be independently verified, they paint a consistent and devastating picture. Russia is paying a steep price for its advances. In the end, this war isn't just grinding down Ukraine, it's wearing Russia down too. The cost of its invasion, in both human lives and military resources, continues to grow. How much more it can endure remains to be seen. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.